The seller's disclosure notice. This notice is a disclosure of the seller's knowledge of the condition of the property as of the date signed by the seller, and it is not a substitute for any inspection or warranty the buyer may wish to obtain. It is not a warranty of any kind by the seller, seller's agent, or any other agent. The seller has the options to put in if he has occupied the property, yes or no, and if unoccupied by the seller, how long since has not been occupied, and if it has never been occupied. The seller's disclosure notice will go over the items that the property has and mark below. The section 2, are the seller aware of any defects or malfunction of any of the following? Please mark yes or no if you are aware. If the answer was yes on anything of here, then you would have to explain. Section 3, are you seller aware of any of the following conditions? Again, if you are aware of any conditions, please explain. Section 4, are you seller aware of any items, equipment, or system in or on the property that is in need of repair, which has not been previously disclosed in the notice? Section 5, are you seller aware of any of the following conditions? Mark yes if you're aware and check wholly or partially any applicable. Mark no if you're not aware. And this talks about if the house is in a flood zone, if it has flood insurance coverage, and all those items. Section 6, have you seller ever filed a claim of flood damage on the property with an insurance provider, including the National Flood Insurance Program? If so, then you would have to explain. Section 7, have you seller ever received assistance from FEMA or U.S. Small Business Administration SBA for flood damage on your property? If yes, also explain. Section 8, are you seller aware of any of the following? Mark yes if you're aware, mark no if you're not aware. And that's talking about any additions to the home, homeowner associations, any common areas, any notice of violations, any lawsuits, any deaths on property, any conditions of the property which materially affects the health or safety of individuals, any repairs or treatment other than routine maintenance made to the property to remediate environmental hazards such as asbestos, radon, lead-based paint, urea, formaldehyde, or mold. Any rainwater harvesting system located on the property that is larger than 500 gallons and that uses a public water supply. A property located in the pronoun gas system service area owned by the propane distribution system retailer, most likely in El Paso, you will not be there. Any portion of the property that is located in groundwater conservation district or substance district. And then, if anything was yes, you would have to explain. Section 9. Within the last 4 years, have you seller received any written inspection report from a person who regularly provides inspection and who or either licensed as an inspector, otherwise than permitted by law performing inspection? So let's say that you bought the house within the last 4 years and you have had done an inspection. You would have to disclose this and also provide a copy of the inspection to the new buyer. Section 10, check tax exemption. So this is just here what we're going to put in if the seller has any tax exemption. Section 11, have you seller ever filed a claim for damage other than flood damage to the property with an insurance company? Section 12, have you seller ever received proceeds from a claim from damages to the property, example, an insurance claim or settlement, or awarded in a legal proceeding, and not use the proceeds to make the repairs which the claim was made. So if you have received insurance, received insurance money for a claim and you have not done the repair, you would have to disclose it on here. Section 13, does the property have working smoke detector installed in accordance with the smoke detector requirements by Chapter 766 of the Health and Safety Code? And then right here, each page will get an initial, and then right here the seller would sign. And then additional notices to buyer is going to go over, and then here's where we can provide the information to the electric company, to the water company, cable, trash, sewer, natural gas, phone company, propane, and internet. And then the seller's disclosure notice was completed by the seller as of the date signed. The broker has relied on the notice as true and correct and has not reason to believe it to be false and inaccurate. Are you encouraged to have an inspection of your choice? Inspect the property. So this went over the seller's disclosure notice.